All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Um, it is what it is. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Share the video, man. Best donation you can make to the channel. And yeah. What's up, John Black, Johnny, Jason, Sang 69, salute. It's kind of talk about kind of multiple things. We talk about these Errol Spence extremists pulling for Pacquiao over Keith Thurman. We kind of make some predictions for the PBC prelim, the undercard, um, for the Pacquiao Keith Thurman card because they got a free version. That's the Caleb Plant Mike Lee version. That's technically on the undercard of Keith Thurman paper in a Manny Pacquiao pay per view, but it's the prelim free on Fox televised card. It's like Luis Nery, Ugis, Figueroa, Molina, Lipias. So those are the separate ones. So one Caleb Plant Mike Lee is on Free Fox, but just the amount of people, and I'm not even gonna talk about the Errol Spencer streaming shit. Just the amount of people that's legitimately pulling for Manny Pacquiao. Real talk. The amount of people that's pulling for Manny Pacquiao. I just seen something on Fight Hub. I just seen the little clip. Angel Garcia sound like he pulling for Pacquiao. Sean Porter pulling for Pacquiao. But then you got to remember, man. You got to remember that a lot of these dudes are hoping and wishing. It really ain't no fundamental technical breakdown. A lot of these dudes got shit against Keith Thurman because Keith Thurman didn't give him a rematch, or Keith Thurman, you know, they mad because Keith Thurman beat them, or they mad that whatever the situation may be, they got a bone to pick with Keith Thurman. Mark, what's going on? Salute. Mike Jones. Whatever it is. See, my whole thing is this. If I'm gonna be on a public record and I was a public figure in the boxing world like an Angel Garcia, a Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, if I was a public figure like that, I want to put my best foot forward and give a technical aspect, especially if you're a coach. If you're a fighter, we can understand Keith Thurman, he beat you or he ducking you. We can understand the resentment or the bullshit. But when you a coach, especially when you a questionable coach like Angel Garcia, you know what I'm saying? Nobody look at him as the best X's and O's guy in the game. I would want to put my best foot forward. And I'd be like, you know what? From a technical aspect, bam, 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 I think this guy win, but I really want this guy to win. Roger, what's going on? Yeah, notification messing up on YouTube. They ain't mastered that yet. But my whole thing is this, and I was listening to Tom video earlier and shit. I gotta finish it. My whole point is this. When Sugar Ray Leonard was picking against Errol Spence, and when George Foreman was picking against Errol Spence versus Mikey and Blase Blah, right? When all them was picking against Errol Spence, and we was trying to tell them niggas like, okay, Mikey ain't got no chins, he a lightweight, and they went out their way to go against the grain on Errol Spence. All the brothers jumped on him, including myself. All the brothers jumped on him. And people forget Manny Pacquiao, 40 years old. Manny Pacquiao lost to Jeff Horn. Manny Pacquiao ain't had a knockout minus the Matisse fighting over 12, 13, 14, whatever years it would have been. He didn't look particularly good versus Manny Pacquiao. Versus Adrian Broner. He beat Matisse, but Matisse was beat up. He lost to Jeff Horn. He went the distance with Jesse Vargas. He dropped him. He went the distance again with Tim Bradley. Right? Just from a technical aspect, tell me where Manny Pacquiao gonna be, like where he you can see him knocking out Keith Thurman. Because you see the bravado. I ain't even bravado. You see the confidence that Keith Thurman oozing with. Keith Thurman is oozing and really producing a lot of confidence. Pacquiao walking away, he tapping on the shoulder like come and face. His body language is extremely confident. When it's around Errol Spence, it's not. But peak game. And I'm gonna kind of be over the place for a minute before I fall in uniform, right? Salute. Peep game. Errol Spence picked Keith Thurman to win this fight. I believe. I heard him. So why ain't his extremists on code with him? Right? This ain't a look for me, talk boxing and to you guys, this ain't no fanboy shit. If I gotta, smack a couple of these dudes around and put them in their place sometimes every now and again, yeah. But this ain't no fanboy shit, man. I feel, Mr. Child Salute, I feel that my reputation is on the line. And if I'm wrong and I break down the film and I take time to break down the film. Oh, Wilder picked him too. Y'all seen that. And I take time to break down the film. Real talk. I take time on my busy ass day to break down film and watch the fight. I break it down. I watch it. Maybe rewind it. If I don't got a good drop on something, I watch about 3, 4. If I got to go to 5, 6 fights, if it's worth it, I break down the film. I look at the other guy. I break down the film. I might research, look at the resumes, look at the amateur background. Oh, okay, he won a gold medal. Oh, this is why this is no. I do my research. I really do. I really do my research. This ain't me hoping and wishing. Now I say Blase Blah gonna win, but I really want old boy to win. But I think I take time. This ain't me listening to what Max Kellerman got to say, listening to what Teddy Atlas got to say. I don't care what they say. I lose my own eyes. And I'm not telling y'all to trust me and trust my eyes. Use your own eyes, break down the film. Yeah, I had to get this shit chopped off. It's hot as hell. It's about to be like 100 degrees next 2 days. Shit chopped off. Usually I go to real dark, but it's about to be hot as hell. Got grass to cut. Got other shit to do too. But I really take my time with this shit, man. Real talk. When I break down the fight, I take my time with it. Now, Mike Leake and Caleb Plant, I was sitting at the barbershop today. I looked. I said, ain't a lot of film on Mike Lee, but I get to that level. FNF ZU Imperial say Mike Jones, Thurman going to. Oh, you talking to Mike Jones? But my whole thing about it is you hoping? Is you rooting? Lot of this shit is collective rooting. And I can understand why you can root against Keith Thurman, but you know what? I ain't rooting for no Manny Pacquiao. I ain't rooting for no M-bomb dropping Freddie Roach. He from Massachusetts. You already know what go with that. I'm not never rooting for Manny Pacquiao. It got to be a cold day in hell, or it got to be a cold day in hell, or it got to be some crazy scenario where I root for Manny Pacquiao. Roy said entire boxing world is rooting against Thurman except the real one. And for me, and if you just talk about my fandom, I just can't root for Manny Pacquiao. I see Plant getting beat soon. I don't see that at all. That ain't even gonna happen. Because the only person that can beat him is Benavidez, and he at least a year or two away. He a year or two away, minimum. David Benavidez, he might have his hands full with Anthony Durrell. He might have his hands full with Anthony Durrell. Caleb Plant is probably the most talented 168 pounder right now. That ain't even close. Benavidez, he got a long way to go. A lot of y'all don't want to believe shit. Y'all don't never want to believe the grass is green or snow is white. But I'm telling you, Benavidez got a long way to go. To deal with the perpetual movement, motion, and slickness of Plant the box circles around him. Only way Plant lose if he get caught and sitting there and pocket watching. But as soon as Benavidez, he able to spar and get in there with the fluent movers, about year or two, he'll be ready. Year or two, he'll be ready. But my whole thing is this about the Errol Spence stream. Let's jump into this, right? Let's just erase the fanboy shit real quick. Let's just erase all that shit. Let's just look at it, right? They fight us Saturday. Teofimo Lopez fight tomorrow on ESPN Plus, I think it is. I don't know too much about the Japanese guy he fighting. Maybe I'll look at some tape tonight. But erase that shit for a minute, right? Keith Thurman, like, do they really believe Manny Pacquiao? And I just want to know this. Shout out to Lazy, I Amigo, salute. Do they believe that Manny Pacquiao? And this is a question: if you're an Errol Spence fanboy or you, I'm not mad if you're a fanboy. That's cool. Just let it be known, like, shit, I don't even fuck with Bud or I don't fuck with Keith at all. I'm an Errol Spence fanboy. Then I already know, I see where you're coming from. When you try to come in here trying to sound intelligent, remember, you walk in here, we intelligent. We like to be intelligent. X's and O's. We talking real hardcore boxing. X's and O's. Yeah, I do a Du Bois video. Yeah, I did one last week. Okay, Dion Williams, salute. Just looking at this, do y'all really believe? And this is a question for everybody. Do you really believe that Manny Pacquiao is gonna fight Errol Spence next? Let's just leave Thurman out. Let's just say Pacquiao win, right? Which is not out the realm of possibility. And I explain that. I'll probably explain that tomorrow. I do a live prediction or something tomorrow. Everybody, the girl's going out of town, so just me and the dog. And I tied the dog up today. He thought I was about to go outside and sweat. Fuck that. When I got in the shower, I wasn't going back. Not to play outside. He played in the house. When it cool down, I'm gonna finish his training. Should be finished sometime next year. I'm gonna get my boxer next. Yeah. I might start me a little dog kennel on the back. Miles always gonna be a house nigga though. Miles always gonna be a house dog. I never let Miles live outside. Not within my pop. While my pop. If it's in my power, Miles always live in the house. So, most of us agree, right? Most of us agree, and we get to that part, Dion. Give me a minute. We get to that part. Most of us agree Pacquiao not fighting Errol Spence next. Pacquiao probably really already signed up to fight Amir Khan in the Middle East. Win, lose, as long as he don't get knocked out. Cane Corso or Cole. Oh yeah, they had one before. Yeah, when I met my girlfriend, she had one. It was Trinity, and they put her down because somebody didn't have no money to get her paw fixed. Her paw got cut or something, and then they had to amputate it, and then end up putting her down. Yeah, Cane Corso, sweet. They had a pit in the Cane Corso. They was life partners. They wasn't that old, though. They never got in heat, I don't think. The girl never got in heat. She got put down before the end. But they got along. Pit was cold, too. I was going to buy it. Well, let me buy it. And he ended up giving that motherfucker away, too. He kind of looked like Miles a little bit, but he was white-black. So we all can agree Manny Pacquiao ain't fighting Errol Spence next. He don't have any intention on fighting Errol Spence. Ben Saucy. Pacquiao about to knock the ponytail off Thurman's head. Don't be on the wrong side of history, y'all. Laugh out loud. Like, when the last time Pacquiao ever knocked something off somebody's head? Because Lucas Matisse don't count. Matisse was a beat down, worn up. He was getting beat by the nigga from Thailand with a jab. But it don't even matter. Like, I will never root for Manny Pacquiao, but all I'm saying is Pacquiao not gonna fight Errol Spence next. Remember, he put that poll up and he didn't put Errol Spence's name on her. He not fighting Errol Spence next. If Pacquiao win, Pacquiao will probably fight Amir Khan in Dubai, wherever the fuck they're trying to fight at. If not, he gonna fight Danny Garcia. So really, you looking at if he do win, he probably fight Amir Khan and look for the bread in the Middle East. Then he come back next year, probably around the first half of the year, first 6 months. He probably come first 6 months. He probably fight Danny Garcia. If not, Mikey Garcia. Don't sleep on Mikey. He probably fight Danny and Mikey, and then he probably call it a day. Cause he gonna if Amir Khan got $7 million to fight Billy Dibb, Pacquiao at least getting 20 to go to the Middle East. He at least getting 15. Amir Khan probably getting 15 apiece. They probably getting anywhere from 15 to 20. So he gonna make 20 versus Thurman. That's already set. He gonna make 20. Half of that should pay the rest of his debt off if he ain't paid it off yet. He pocket 10 million. He come back versus Amir Khan in the Middle East, and he don't have to pay no United States taxes in that one. He make another 20. He pocket, so he 30 up right now. He come back fight Danny Garcia, get another 20. He 50 million up. Go back to the Philippines. 50 million should last him. And remember, Errol Spence said, if I don't fight Keith Thurman the first half of next year, then basically I'm moving on. So if Pacquiao don't commit to fighting him in the first half of next year, then what? Pernell versus Will Wade. It don't really matter, Pernell. So, I mean, my whole thing is, what is the hate for Keith Thurman? Is it the point that the people feel Keith Thurman a threat to beat Earl? Is that what it is? Because they put Keith Thurman as the responsibility for the division being the way it is. Does he take some responsibility in that? Yes, he does. But you know who more responsible for the division being where it is? You know who more responsible for the division being where it is? Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Andre Berto, all them niggas that sat there and conspired. All them that sat there and conspired to freeze out Errol Spence. Remember, this is before Keith Thurman went away. All them, Andre Berto had an interview on Fight Hype. I think he was outside or maybe in the Goose and Gym in LA. I can't remember. It was outside. I don't know where he was at. He did an interview. And he basically said they wanted Errol Spence to pay his dues. They wanted Errol Spence, Edwin, salute. They want no to filter Tony. What's going on? They wanted Errol Spence to pay his dues, and they was freezing him out. Basically, that's what he said. They freezing Earl out. So however they put it, it's Keith Thurman fight, he holding the division up. Remember, before Keith Thurman officially went away, Sean Porter went over to Sheffield. Remember, he was supposed to go over to Sheffield to assist Errol Spence versus Kell Brook, but it was an interview like right around that time where he said he wanted the belt versus Kell Brook. He wanted to get his shot back. When Earl got the belt, he didn't want it. Blame Sean Porter. Christian Woods, I ain't gonna talk about no damn Christian Woods. Shit. Shout out to Christian Woods, man. But so we're in Sean Porter. I mean, blame Sean Porter. He turned on the belt before Keith Thurman officially even left. Yu Ying, salute. Blame Sean Porter. Danny Garcia retired just like Keith Thurman. Danny Garcia took Sean Porter called him out like, I'm ready to fight. Remember, Sean Porter's ready to fight Danny Garcia. They was going to do the interim WBC belt. Remember that? They was going to do the interim WBC belt. And Danny Garcia and Sean did the little Macho Man call out. And Danny Garcia, send the contract. They sent the contract. They ain't sent, I don't know what happened. But then Danny Garcia came back out of hiding and fought Rios. And the lead up to that fight, he said, I told Al Heyman I was taking a year off. I've been fighting for so long, I needed some time off. All of a sudden, you retired. So at the end of the day, if you're doing a pie, I believe Danny Garcia, Sean Porter is 70%, if not 60 or 70% responsible for the division being where it be. Because had they fought, and I think Danny Garcia holds a little bit more of the responsibility. Had they fought for the interim WBC title, hold on real quick. Had they fought for the WBC interim title, that would have happened in 2018, right around the first half of the year. Okay, let's change the timeline. They would have fought the end of 2018. Sean could have had a defense. He could have fought Yukas Den or had a title defense. Could have came back in March, fought Errol Spence in March. So then we in a totally different predicament now, because Errol Spence would have already had beat Sean. Oh, this shit did some shit. Hold on. Give me a minute. Errol Spence would have had already beat Sean. Now, he would have probably been fighting Mikey right now, but he would have already been a unified champion or title holder, whatever you want to call him. I had to reload it. So at the end of the day, Danny Garcia is probably the biggest one to blame, because guess what? Keith Thurman whooped his ass 2017. Believe it or not, he whooped Sean Porter ass 3 years ago. It's been 3 years already. He whooped him 3 years ago. So Errol Spence is in, and I'm not shitting on Sean Porter. Errol Spence is a solid fight. It's not a pay-per-view fight. But they packaged in Sean Porter for Errol Spence for $80 HD probably for something that Keith Thurman did 3 years ago. But Keith Thurman took 22 months off. Come back, fight Jose Cito Lopez, right? He fight Lopez. Sean, salute. He come back, get the Pacquiao fight. I mean, come on, look at his resume. Appreciate it, Jay. Salute. Look at his resume. Super chat. So at the same time, I don't understand where Errol Spence Jr is coming from. Are we mad at Keith Thurman? I'm mad at Keith Thurman. But now, the majority of Errol Spence fans, and I don't want to be. I heard that Gomez trying to sign David Mills. That ain't gonna happen. He gotta get him out the contract. Bob Arum tried it, but he got a contract he just signed. So I don't know how long his contract for. That ain't gonna happen unless they pay more money than it's worth. But that ain't gonna happen. He just signed a new contract last year. David Benavidez. That's not gonna happen. He ain't no promotional free agent. He not Errol Spence. He got a promoter. Samson Tulowitzki is his promoter. Bob Arum tried to sign. Actually, did sign him, and pretty much it was a breach of contract. So Benavidez had to go back to Samson Boxing. So all right, I just addressed that. At the end of the day, now I'm just trying to figure out, because if the majority of Errol Spence fans are left off at, the majority of Errol Spence fans is black. They just black activists with the fist up. Soul brother number one. I got the feeling. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm blackity black. I'm blackity black. I'm black, y'all. And I'm bliggity bliggity. I'm black, y'all. CB4, they need a remake of that, especially for this generation of rapper. You know, all of a sudden you so black. You talking about, prison reform, and you talking about we need to galvanize and we need to support the brothers and support each other. We need to support the black fighters and all of that. But hold on, you just jumped on George Foreman for picking Errol Spence against Mikey. I mean, picking Mikey against Errol Spence. You jumped on Sugar Ray Leonard. You jumped on a ton of black people that picked Mikey Garcia to beat Errol Spence. But now you turn around and you confusing. You confusing me. So is Keith Thurman not black? Or is it levels to blackness? Because if you black, you black. If you black, you black. Ain't no in between. Is it levels to blackness? Is it? Oh, you said a lot of Mexicans in Texas love Errol Spence too. I couldn't tell him to Mikey. I couldn't tell him when he was going against a Mexican. I couldn't tell that. Because when it came down to Mikey, Greg salute. When it came down to Mikey, all them niggas switched sides. All them niggas was fuck Errol Spence and dog tits. He on roids and shit. Blase, I can't tell. If he he got a lot of real fans, a real hardcore. If he got that Mexican loving, who is Warriors Boxing? I don't know who that is. If he really got the Mexican loving, then why they switch up on him? Why they just didn't be neutral? Because any motherfucker that know boxing, it's 1+1 that Errol was gonna beat Mikey. So that's debunked right there. Because if he go against Canelo Alvarez, hypothetically, you think them same Mexican fans gonna go for his black ass? Hell no. He can have a Mexican girlfriend. He can have Mexican kids. Nigga, they gonna treat him like the black nigga he is. How they see him as being black. Watch. He gonna be all some type of racial slurs or something. Yeah, boxing is tribal. It's a lot of tribalism in boxing. But I'm trying to make that point. All I'm saying is that Keith Thurman not black enough? Or do they fear Keith Thurman really beat Errol Spence? Is that really deep down the fear? Was it not black enough for Keith Thurman chopping it up with the Hebrew Israelites? Was that not black enough for you? Is it levels to blackness in boxing? Real talk. Is it levels to blackness in boxing? Are we forgetting everything we went through with the Pacquiao extremists and the Pacquiao lies? And yes, just for sure. Yep. I mean, I'm just saying. Because if this was Errol Spence versus Pacquiao, and black people, other black prominent people, or black prominent people was picking Pacquiao, they'd have been, oh, he a raccoon, and I can't believe that he a raccoon, and come on. Because it ain't like he fighting another brother. It ain't like he fighting Sean Porter. It ain't like he fighting even a Danny Garcia, a Puerto Rican, who his father considers them a Euro Puerto Rican. They not a Afro Puerto Rican. He considers them a Euro Puerto Rican. This ain't he ain't going against Andre Berto. The very same brothers that had channels, the very same brothers that was on these other niggas' channels and fighting the threads before they even started the channel. Fred Jackson, salute. Before they even think about sprouting the channel up. Fuck Pacquiao, and he on this and he fight Mayweather leftovers and all of this stuff. All this shit we went through with the Pacquiao Mayweather era. All the bad things they had to say about Pacquiao. Racial, Freddie Rose saying the N-word openly. Do it. Do boxing video. Definitely room for everybody. But now they endorsing Pacquiao. That just shows you how fraudulent people is. That just shows you how fraudulent people is. They really do. They really do. And they probably, and like I said, I don't listen to these niggas. I promise you I don't. But I guarantee you they not telling you no real X's and O's or no real keys to victory. They not telling you nothing of importance on how Pacquiao is gonna beat Keith Thurman. It's just that Keith Thurman looked bad versus Lopez, and Pacquiao gonna land that left hand and not Keith Thurman. I guarantee you, it's some basic bland shit. It's some real bland shit. It's some just put sour cream on your plate and eat. I guarantee you, it ain't nothing like that. It ain't, oh, you know what? Lopez did have the equal reach of Keith Thurman. He was 5'9.5", 5'10", and he was able to hit Keith Thurman. Now I know Pacquiao don't have that type of reach. I think Pacquiao is gonna, gonna throw the jab, maybe double jab, feint the left hand, and then he might lead off with the left hand, come back with a jab and go to the left hand upstairs to the body. It ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that. Pacquiao really need to, drop that jab to the solar plex and then come over the top with his left hand. He get ponytail up out of there. Yeah, Kurt the only one. Kurt, I know Kurt to give a breakdown. Cubs. Don't the Cubs play at Soldier Field? That's where the Cubs play at. They're the real Chicago Cubs. The baseball team, the Bears. I don't like the fucking. I don't got no problem with the Chicago, the Chicago Wrigley Bears. The Cubs play at Soldier Field with their sorry ass quarterback. You heard they coach today. The Bears coach say, "Take me out for some peanuts." This motherfucker say, "Take me out for some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never come back." The Bears coach said, "Take me out for some peanuts and cracker." He said, "Take me out for some peanuts." Oh man, can't make this up. Can't make it up, bro. Take me out for some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Like, really, bro? I see that shit on TMZ, bro. I was dying, bro. One of my friends, he a Bear fan, we went to college together. He started talking shit. I posted that shit right up under the comment section. Shut that shit down. I bet he still ain't commenting back. The Lions, we might be a lot of things, but we ain't going out to the ballpark for no peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I swear to God, go to TMZ. It's out there. Hell yeah, he said that shit. I'm dying laughing. But yeah, what the Errol Spence thing is, all of a sudden they didn't They ain't on code with Errol. Jackal salute. They ain't on code. Errol picking Keith Thurman. Errol want to fight Keith Thurman. Who, I mean, and let's take it a step further. And I wasn't even gonna go here. This wasn't even thought of. Sometimes I think of something I want to attack. Sometimes I might have to write it down. Rarely I do. And I like this, but what is Pacquiao? What is Pacquiao? Hold on, give me a minute. This man killing it. Man killing it. Yeah. Run this way on their ass, nigga. Should have came and all these fucking cords and cameras and shit, man. Drop my motherfucking phone. Oh shit. You gotta get a new charger tomorrow. Yeah, that bit dead, dog. Hold on. That bit dead. Yeah, it's up with. I'm out here doing hood shit. I got a charger in the it's dead. Fuck it. I gotta get my charger off the car. But yeah. Let's talk about I don't even know what the fuck I said. Karate by salute. Breakdown on Yukas and Figueroa fight. Robbery. Don't bet. Appreciate the super chat. Don't bet. Don't bet on that fight. Don't bet on that fight. I'm saying that's my prediction. Don't bet. Dr. Blick, what's going on? But I was saying something. But yeah, this is what I was saying. All right. Wouldn't Will what's going on? Ben Saucy, what's going on? Wouldn't Errol Spence get more credit for beating Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao at this point? Wouldn't Errol Spence get more credit for beating Keith Thurman? Because if Errol Spence beat, let's say he 41. If he do, even if Pacquiao, look here, man. If Pacquiao win and he retire, or he fight Amir Khan and Danny and retire, that WBA belt gonna be go up for grabs. So now, who the big money fight for Errol Spence? Because he already said that if he don't get Keith Thurman, then he ain't going for undisputed. So then he moving up. He moving up. What you got against Errol Spence? He a bitch. Straight up and down. He on some bitch shit. First he was the boogeyman. Now he on some bitch shit. I got something against his fans. And the way he switched up. I ain't going on my way to a smear campaign. I'm just telling you the facts. You know, if somebody told you, oh, you Bud fan. Like what? It's like 2-3 Bud fans around. 2-3. It's very, very few Bud fans. So don't act like it's Terrence Bud Crawford extremists. It's a handful of Terrence Crawford fans out there. Especially on YouTube. It's 3. Me, Town, and fucking Southside Boxing 601. That's it. There's 3 people on YouTube that legitimately believe Crawford beat Errol Spence. Not because niggas hate Errol Spence or I'm sick of the LDBC and not them type of YouTube niggas like that legitimately believe Crawford to beat Errol Spence. Hey, how's it a Terrence Crawford extremist? How am I a Terrence Crawford extremist? How? Because I'm putting in Curtis Anderson. I forgot about him. How? How? Being an extremist is doing what you Errol Spence niggas do. Doing some hoe ass shit. What y'all niggas do. Doing what y'all niggas do. He is a bitch. What you mean? Well, he's a bitch. Why you fight Bud then? Why you fight Sean Porter? Why going the easy road first? Let me tell you a story. I had a nigga, right? He got into it with his friend. His brother was in the military. So his friend will cut his hair, his brother friend, and they kind of semi got cool. So I don't know what happened. So we shoot out somewhere. At the time it was with me, my brother, and my mans, right? I'm not saying no name, it was us 3. We shoot out to my pop's house, my brother to pick some shit out. We shoot back to the hood, right? Shoot back to Finkel, go back to my crib when I stayed up on Finkel. Like down on Finkel. Somehow they got into an argument. Matter of fact, with my pop's house. Somehow they got into an argument, and basically the nigga was like, pussy pull up, right? I'm getting to my point. He said, pussy pull up. Well, I don't know what happened. He's like, pull up. He's like, damn, everything good? He's like, yeah. So we get to my crib. We probably fire up 2K or some shit, right? We fire up 2K, playing that shit or man, whatever you playing for a minute. So the nigga stay maybe 2 blocks down, but over on the dead end side off Linden and Steel. No, Linden and whatever the fuck it was at the time. So the nigga drove. He said, "Yeah, nigga, I'm here, bitch. I'm here. I made it over Whoop-de-Whoop house. I'm here." So we like, damn, it's about to go down, right? We like, get to my point. I'm get to my point. So yeah, it's about to go down, right? So my brother looking out the window and shit. He said, "Yeah, this nigga. I guess these niggas right here." So nigga get out the car, right? My brother said, "Here, you know." He gave the nigga the little brass knuckles and shit. He said, "Here you go." And the nigga put he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna use these motherfuckers, bro." So I'm like, damn. So we get outside and shit. So my man's, I don't even know where this nigga came from. This nigga, he fucked with the bitch next door. So he just swooped on my creek. He said, "What's going on, bro?" So what's going on? I said, "I guess these niggas got a problem." So the nigga pulled up with his little brother and she said, "What up, now, bitch?" And then, you know, basically they talking. And my man standing on the porch. We on the backyard, because I had a backyard and shit. He standing on the porch. He wouldn't get off the porch. He wouldn't get off the porch. And my man that just came from around the corner, we just kicking the shit for a minute. He said, "Man, tell your mans to get off the porch then. Tell your mans to get off the porch." The nigga was scared to get off the porch. My brother had to push the nigga off the porch to fight. These niggas wrestled for a minute. He dropped the knuckles. He lost my brother brass knuckles. He had to go find them. Long story short, the nigga didn't want to get off the porch. The other nigga wasn't bluffing. The other nigga wasn't bluffing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't come to jump that nigga. He just brought his brother because he knew it was other niggas. But I knew the nigga, but he wasn't my nigga. He ain't disrespect my house. Well, long story short, the nigga was scared to get off the porch. Nigga got pushed off the porch. He got slammed around for a minute. It got back to his brother. He squashed it. But long story short, Errol Spence is the nigga scared to get off the porch. That's the point. Errol Spence is the nigga scared to get off the porch. You supposed to be the boogeyman. That's your persona. If you the real boogeyman, if Paul Williams couldn't get Mayweather, he couldn't get Pacquiao. Guess what he did? He got the next nigga, the best available nigga to get, Margarito. Paul Williams went out here saying, "Oh no, I don't want to fight. You know, Margarito. I'm gonna get the easy belt. I'm gonna go fight Zab. I'm gonna get the easy belt. You know, I'm gonna go fight Andre Berto. I'm gonna get the easy belt. I'm gonna fight Luis Collazo with 7 losses. I'm gonna get the easy belt." That's my point. That's my point. He ain't play no roles. He couldn't get a fight at 47. Paul Williams went up to 54. He couldn't get a fight at 54. Paul Williams went up to 6. Wasn't no bluffing. Paul Williams wouldn't he get off the porch and walk through the hood. He'll walk through the hood. Wasn't no bluffing. Wasn't no faking. Wasn't no acting. Wasn't no Denzel Washington. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. Wasn't no shit like that. Wasn't no shit like that. Wasn't no shit like that. Your boy Bud scared to get off the porch. I mean, your boy Errol scared to get off the porch. Y'all continue. And you know, I wouldn't even say nothing. I'm like, cool, you know, blah, blah. If he was just scared and wasn't nothing else to be said about it, well, I'm gonna get the easy belt first. I'm gonna go the easy route first. Oh, Bob Hiram won't give him to me. If he didn't ever do all that shit, perpetrating shit like that, he's a walking contradiction. He's a walking contradiction. Yeah, if I don't, you know, what he say? If I don't unify, he said some shit like, if I don't, you know, if I can't keep Thurman, I'm gonna move up. Yeah, I know you're gonna move up. You're gonna move your ass right on up past that ass whooping from Nebraska. Well, I ain't scared of no nigga from Omaha. I ain't scared of no nigga from Nebraska. You know, tell him to call Al. Call Al. Call Al after he beat Amir Khan's crickets. After he beat Amir Khan's crickets. His Twitter was dry. His Twitter was drier than it was drier than Madonna vagina. His Facebook and everything was drier. He ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing till they had that little fight. The next fight they had, that nigga Fred had to run that nigga down. All that working for Fred. Hey Earl, yeah, this nigga about to ask me about Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. Oh man, damn, I don't even got no answers. You know what was I ain't watching. Nigga had to run him down. What you talking about? My man's ain't ducking. Bud ain't ducking. He want the fade. Your man's ducking. Your man's scared to get off the porch. Ernest. He said the easy belt. Didn't he, Ernest? Didn't he say the easy belt? I'm not trying to hear no easy money. I don't care about what Errol Spence getting paid. Give me the best fights. Because I still pay $15 for Showtime for the time being. Trying to hear that shit. The easy belt. He doing something that Keith Thurman did 3 years ago. He doing something that Keith Thurman did 3 years ago. Sean Porter beat him 3 years ago. Yo man's doing some shit that King Thurman, the king of PBC, did 3 years ago. People say, I bet the fight gonna happen. It's gonna happen on the back end. And nigga ain't fighting that nigga, man. Unless he get Keith Thurman, it's for undisputed. He ain't fighting that nigga. I'm telling you that right now. His team don't even think he gonna win. Oh, Thurman got a belt though. Thurman got a belt. I mean, we said Porter got a belt though. SJ Fish 101 salute. Porter got a belt though. All of a sudden, Porter got a belt now. The same belt that you refused to get in the WBC 365 body drug testing program for. Well, who cares if Errol Spence ain't had nobody to fight for the last 3 years? Errol Spence ain't had nobody to fight. He on the side of the street where everybody got. He said Prime Whitaker versus Prime Mayweather, depending on what weight you talking in. 35, that's a tough one. I really don't know. I have to look at film. That's a tough fight. Anyway, Floyd Mayweather is offensive as hell at 35. I'm not sure if I even pick Floyd. That's a tough one. That's nigga's favorite shit. Oh, he ain't got nobody to fight. You happy he ain't got nobody to fight? Who Errol Spence been on the same street with Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner, Omar Figueroa, Sergey Lipinets, Jamal James, John Molina. Who else over there? Antonio DeMarco at 47 now. Andre Berto. He was on the same side of the street as Luis Collazo, Victor Ortiz, Floyd Mayweather. Who Al serve that nigga up? Who Al serve him up? Who Al give him? Out of all them guys I named, he got Lamont Peterson. Come on, bruh. Lamont Peterson? Moving up to 47? Mikey Garcia, lightweight, bruh. Out of all them 13, 12 welterweights, and how many he fought? He fighting Sean Porter. Julio Diaz beat Sean Porter, even though he got a draw. And Sean Porter came back and beat him. Julio Diaz did it first. Then Kell Brook hit it second. Then Keith Thurman hit it third. This nigga Errol Spence out here batting cleanup. If Sean Porter was a busto, Errol Spence is batting cleanup. He definitely got to wear a rubber. He probably got to put 3 on. New Year's salute to the chat. And Errol Spence is scared of Bud. And Errol waiting on Keith. He have a better chance of fighting against Jesus than Keith Thurman. And all I'm saying is this. He asked for 60-40 versus Bud, right? Is he out here saying, oh, I need 60-40 versus Keith Thurman? Is he saying that? Come on, bro. Stop playing with me, bro. Is he asking for 60-40 versus Keith Thurman? Or if it ain't 60-40 versus Keith Thurman, it ain't happening. Really? You could tell these niggas telling on themselves, bro. This nigga asking for 60-40 versus Bud before he even get a second strap. Versus Keith Thurman, what are you asking for? He probably take 40 versus Keith Thurman. Errol Spence over there with everybody, Ernest. Who he fought? Who Errol Spence fought? Who Errol Spence fought? Errol Spence been a welterweight since 2007 to 2012, where he was a 54-pounder. Came down in welterweight. He got one more title defense than Bud Crawford. Nigga, you've been at the weight since 2012. You got one more title defense than Bud Crawford. The nigga just got here last year. I named 13 PBC welterweights. Who he fought? Come on. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about TK. That nigga, they got that nigga crying in the interrogation room. Y'all don't say that about Errol Spence though. Salute the super chat. He been at the weight almost from his very beginning of his career. He got that little measly IBF. Did Al Hammond deliver Danny Garcia yet? Did Al Hammond deliver? Technically, did he deliver Sean Porter yet? He been chasing Keith Thurman since he was 15-0. Did he deliver Keith Thurman yet? Manny Pacquiao came across the street. Bob, that's his top guy. Why wouldn't Bob give Pacquiao to Terrence Crawford? That's his top guy. Why did Al give Pacquiao to you? Why did Keith Thurman get to come out the dark like the Dark Knight and steal Pacquiao? Stop playing with me. I handle you niggas, man. I ain't one of these weak ass niggas out here. I handle you niggas like you. The nigga on his side of the street, and him and Bud both fought the same amount of PBC fighters, really? Because Algeria was a Star and Banner boxer fighter. Star or Banner, or both. Leonard Bundu, he was a rental. They rent a hoe. He a rent a hoe. Who Errol Spence fought? Who he fought? Danny, Sean, Keith, Floyd, Manny, Hugas, Figueroa, Omar, shit, even the Brandon. Who at the lower way? Who he fought? Who he fought? Stop playing with me. Who he fought? Since Bud got to go to PBC, who did Errol Spence get? Who Errol Spence get? Mikey Garcia lightweight? Come on, snack cake. Niggas a zebra cake, bruh. You said why take K cry? I gotta read more into the case. I'm gonna read more into the case. I know T.I. supposed to help him get legal representation, but it don't look like it. Somebody already snitched. That's how the feds got a 97, 98% conviction rate. Snitching. Like I said, bro, like, come on, man. Who he fought? Who he fought on the PPC side? You would think it'd be some backlash versus Al Hammond. He ain't even an A fighter over there. He ain't even an ace. This the nigga they throw. This the one of backup pictures they throw out there. This nigga really a AAA player. Kell Brook wasn't a PBC fighter. That's a Frank Warren fighter. That's not a PBC fighter. Frank Warren, that's a Frank. No, I mean Eddie Hearn. That's a matchroom fighter. If you said Amir Khan, he didn't get Amir Khan either when he was with Al Hammond. Manny Pacquiao and Thurman. Now, if you bet stoppage, I would say anywhere from anything after 6 is probably going a distance. If you bet stoppage, you better bet one. I don't know how the boxing betting goes for 1 through 6. You know, 1 through 6. That's how I look at it. And if it go to points, by the treatment they giving Keith Thurman, I would say they gonna give it to Keith Thurman. But if you also want to bet stoppage for Manny Pacquiao, I bet it inside 6. Because if Keith Thurman is trying to get the knockout and he wide, Pacquiao's a straight puncher. He throws straight punches. So if Pacquiao can get the point A to point C, he can get his left hand there before Keith Thurman get his wild hooks there. It might be a chance, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. I kind of ask your betting question tomorrow, but let me handle these Errol Spence apologists or these extremists. Let me handle these extremists, because all I'm saying is this: he's I have Beverly said she had Pacquiao stopping Thurman. Don't bet on that. Don't bet on that. Ponytail either gonna get it. If you bet on that, it's inside 6. That means Pacquiao getting knocked out Thurman while Thurman trying to knock him out. But if it gets to like 6 rounds, ain't nobody stopping nobody. If let me put it this way: if that fight get past 1 through 6, you want to bet knockout down the stretch. I bet Pacquiao for a knockout, if anything. But 1 through 6, it's either Thurman. I favor Thurman by stoppage, or I favor Pacquiao by stoppage, punching in between Thurman. Either one of the two. But how I look at it, it's either Thurman by stoppage, Pacquiao by stoppage, Thurman 8-4 with a knockdown, 7-5 without a knockdown. Thurman want to get your respect, make you gun ho. He want to make you gun ho. Respect his power in the first 1 to 3 rounds. He'll still go for knockout 4, 5, and 6. You feel me? He is right there. But after the 6 rounds, it's amateur. It's amateur for him. After he go up 5-1, if he knock you down, 5-2, 6-1, if you get knocked down, Keith Thurman just want to win 2 or 3 rounds in the last 6 and secure the bag. That's all he want to do. you know. But Pacquiao ain't got the best chance in hell after how he looked versus Adrian Broner. Unless Keith Thurman injured his shoulder, he ain't got a best chance in hell. Keith Thurman gonna hit him with a check left hook, or he gonna sit down he gonna throw the left hook, touch him, he gonna throw the right hook behind it and put him on his ass. That's what's gonna happen. That left hook was there for Adrian Broner all night. I watched that fight the other day. It was there all night. Adrian Broner just didn't commit to it. He was scared to get he gonna hit him with either he gonna check hook him or right hand. But what he should do is a left hook, right hand combination. But what he gonna do is he's a hookster. He gonna go left hook, either check left hook, right hook, uppercut combination. That's what he gonna look for. I'm telling you. Now, when he fought Lopez, I think Lopez is orthodox. He used straight punches. He used the jab a lot. He used the straight right hand a lot. When you go against a southpaw, you want the right hand. Straight right hand is usually the key. Keith Thurman, other than the Lopez fight, I don't remember him losing the straight right hand. You know? I don't remember him using the jab. So Keith for Pacquiao was using double jab, single jab, jab up and down, feint the jab, straight left hand down the pipe. It's multiple ways he can approach this. But counter punching in the first 3 rounds would be good for Pacquiao. Because Keith Thurman gonna be wild and crazy. But I favor Keith Thurman in this fight. If I was a betting man and I was betting with you niggas money, stoppage. I don't know how you bet stoppage. I don't know if you bet. I know he bet 10,000. He said he bet 10,000 on himself to win in the first, second round stoppage. And if I like Pacquiao a lot, I might even take a bet and counter bet that. But it'd be interesting. Let me go to these predictions while I'm on here. FN Jabway, I don't know who the fuck he fighting. I heard he's a solid Turkish or amateur, so don't ask me about that. But I watched Mike Lee. I watched Mike Lee today. It's limited footage of him, but I look for Caleb Plant to handle him in 6. 6 rounds or under. Oh, that's a good comment. Manya Neck, he said Manny needs to slip Thurman jab and throw his straight right hand to the body. I agree. But Thurman ain't gonna throw a jab. Thurman gonna lead off with that fucking left hook. Now, if Thurman continue the trend that he did with Lopez and use the jab, then I'll be with you. But I think he need to prepare. And that left hook is something crazy that my boy Eric Bradley, he do the Master Boxing. He a boxing coach. Check him out on Instagram, Facebook, Master Boxing, man. He real good brother, man. And also, too, Coach Anthony from Philly. He got a YouTube channel. I think Eric got a channel. But he had a video a couple years ago. And like I said, I don't know everything about coaching boxing. You know what I'm saying? If I legitimately wanted to get into coaching boxing, I'd probably read a book and I'd probably talk to Eric. You know what I'm saying? I'd try to talk to Eric, you know. I would talk to guys like that, you know what I'm saying, and other guys that coach boxing, the amateur system. I would delegate, and to be honest, a lot of coaches delegate. John David Jackson, he delegates to Don Turner. Don Turner is the guy that helps John David Jackson out with his fighters. Virgil Hunter he got an OG that helped him out with his fighters. I don't know his name, but he the one that helped mold Andre Ward. So nobody knows everything. I got a boy that he got OGs too, you know. Nazim help him out with his, and also, you know, he got Coach Calvin Ford down there in Baltimore. So not everybody, not even these young coaches and these older fighters that fought, they all got people, you know, that help them out. So, but one thing I noticed, I did notice he did a video on, and it was funny because, and this is a fight that maybe not a lot of people know about. I'm gonna do the UK card tomorrow, so I got you. One thing I know, he talked about this, and I always wondered about this because Juanma Lopez got beat by Orlando Salidos, and Salidos had these awkward overhand rights that he throw, right? They kind of not like rights or left hooks. They kind of like, they come at an awkward angle. They kind of confuse Lomachenko. And he talked about, like, well, the majority of fighters out there, that you can bring a punch all the way from Kentucky. I think he said St. Louis. And you can bring it back and they get stuck in the mud. They don't know what to do when you come over to overpunch. A lot of fighters panic and they either, you know, try to guard and punch through the guard, they drop their hands, or they try to fake roll with it. And he talked about in the video how to, you know, nullify when people bring, you know, those overhand right hook, hybrid hooks and overhand lefts and shit like that. And it made a lot of sense because I've seen a lot of fighters, fail to kind of, appreciate it, Lord Great. I see shout out to Alabama. I used to stay in Montgomery. Shout out to Montgomery, Birmingham, Selma, Prattville, Mobile. Who else they got down there, man? Tuskegee, the 4-6. Shout out to Tuskegee, man. Tuskegee niggas is grimy. Ricky 245. Birmingham niggas grimy too. Tuskegee, Auburn. I was all through there. Prattville, Tuscaloosa. I ain't been in Tuscaloosa, but Birmingham, all them. Alabama real, man. Mr. Biggs, RIP, Rich Boy. Had a lot of niggas down in Alabama, man. When I was down there, I met a lot of niggas down there, man. I met a lot of niggas down. I went to the classics and shit like that. They ain't far from Atlanta. I had niggas from Phoenix City, Alabama. I had niggas in Columbus, Georgia. That's across the border. That's where my family at there right now. Columbus. Man, damn, the whole Alabama, state of Alabama is mad underrated, bro. I wouldn't mind going back there. Alabama mad underrated, bro. A lot of people think I'm lying. Piggly Wigglies, y'all win Dixies, you know, the Waffle House, man. Alabama's mad underrated, bro. Mad underrated, man. I had a hell of a time hunting, paintballing. They clubs was a little bit too much. They out there stumping niggas out in the club and shit. I'm walking over this nigga. I had to use the bathroom. Nigga got knocked out with an 1800 bottle, and the club did not stop. The ambulance came, scooped his ass up, and put his ass in the ambulance, and the beat didn't even drop. It's when T.I. was performing. T.I. was coming to the small clubs performing. Dro, Young L.A., everybody was down there, man. Shit was crazy, man. Alabama was super dope, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about the niggas. Is real, wholesome, the whole nine. The whole nine. Kobe 2K fan, what's going on? The whole state of Alabama live, man. Shout out to Alabama. Yeah, I'm gonna go back down there, man. Real. But yeah, let's into this undercard, and I'll continue to handle you Errol Spence Extremist niggas in a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. But Mike Lee, he don't look too technical. He a good body puncher. If he do beat Caleb Plant, it's gonna be with his body attack. I expect Caleb Plant to beat him in 6, but that's a huge fight for PBC. When the last time I did a video on this? When the last time you seen two white fighters fight for a world title on regular network television? In general, when you see them fight on HBO, Showtime, two white American-born fighters. You seen Fury and David Price and Billy Joe and probably some other white fighter and shit like that. But on Fox TV, two white fighters fighting for a world title. I gotta watch Teofimo Lopez's opponent, so I don't know. But he can punch. So that's huge for PBC. That's the biggest fight of the night for PBC. They might not believe it, but if Caleb Plant or Mike Lee if they have a classic fight, Caleb Plant gonna blow up. They gonna invite that nigga on Steve Harvey show or whatever. I don't know the talk shows these days. I don't know if Oprah still do a talk show. He gonna be over Sports Center and shit. Watch him and Benavidez, and they could tap into Benavidez Mexican fan base. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be colossal right there. But Molina and Lippiets, I think that might be that might be a fight of the night. You know, John Molina known for being in fights of the year. He had a fight with Matisse a few years ago, man. And I ain't see that coming. He almost knocked out Matisse. That was one of the fights that ended up ending Lucas Matisse. That was savagery. If you got a chance, that was one of the best fights in this decade. I believe that was this decade. Matisse Molina, Provodnikov Bradley, those are two great fights. But Matisse and John Molina, man, I was for sure John Molina wasn't gonna last 4 or 5 rounds. And John Molina pulled a fucking rabbit out his ass that night because he dropped Matisse about a few times and they went to war. Matisse ended up being too much. Maybe the 7th, 8th round. Matisse ended up being too much. But my point is, John Molina is a tricky trout. He knocked out Hank Lundy. Fuck that nigga. Yeah, I said it. I don't like his pussy ass. But I fuck with Philly though. He knocked out Lundy, and I think Lundy was whooping him. He knocked out Mickey Bay, and Mickey Bay was outpointing him. So I a lot of these fights I wouldn't bet on. I don't think the odds good enough. I don't think Lee really got a chance unless he landed a body shot because he broke somebody's ribs in the Golden Gloves. But he also a college kid, Notre Dame. He coming down in weight from 75 to 68. Said he had no problems, but the excuses would be pouring. I wouldn't take him as an underdog. John Molina versus Lipinets. Lipinets seemed to have a good chin. He seemed to have got better after the Eric Bonet fight, but that's one I still wouldn't fuck with. That's just me personally. I wouldn't play with my money. I don't like losing money. But that's one. Even if you feel that Lipinets gonna blow John Molina, John Molina got one more. He got one more classic up his ass at least. That's how I'm feeling. He got one more classic up his ass. Yup. And I think that might be fight of the night as well. I do. That might be fight of the night. I'll open Q&A. Just give me a minute. Omar is an underdog. I think plus 325 or something. Omar will win by robbery. I'm getting there. Luis Neri, I don't know his opponent, but he calling out Anuyuwa, and maybe that fight good enough to get Anuyuwa over to PBC. I'm gonna talk about the World Box Super Series in a minute because they pissed me the fuck off. But I'm gonna tell you how they pissed me off, right? I'll get to that in a minute. But Lipinets did look stronger versus Peterson. He looked better. Lipinets got bad footwork. And I think Molina could take advantage of that a little bit, but not the way that Yugas would. But Yugas versus Figueroa, I ain't even gonna talk about breaking the fight down. Obviously, Yugas a better technical fighter. They gonna get that shit to Figueroa. You know what? If he don't knock out Figueroa, they gonna get that fight to Figueroa because Figueroa is gonna be going forward. Yugas might land the more flashier punches. And shout out to Ricky in the super chat if I ain't said. He might land the trickier punch, the flashier punches, Yugas. But they gonna say Omar Figueroa's on the front foot and he was throwing a ton of punches. Man, I don't know what the fuck happened, but something happened. I updated fucking Chrome and it ain't doing too good right now. So my fault. My fault. But hey, we still up in this hole. Give me a minute. Yeah, let me make sure we still live. It said we live, so I don't know what the fuck. So let me know if y'all still can hear me, man, because my fucking page fucking up. Yeah, this bitch done fucked up. Yeah, there we go. Nah, it's fucking Chrome crack. I updated the Chrome. I should have left it the way it was, but yeah, I'm gonna just keep going for a minute. Cool. But yeah, I just think they're gonna give it to Figueroa. They give it to Figueroa. So that's what I think. They give it to Figueroa. So Pacquiao, I already did a Pacquiao Thurman breakdown, but I'll talk about that. Real quick, and then I'll finish off, and that'll be it. So I don't even know how long a nigga been live. Only an hour, so yeah. Miles outside, he'll be all right. It ain't that hot no more. And I open up Q&A. All right, I open up Q&A. I'm gonna open up Q&A. So give me a minute, y'all questions. But Thurman Pacquiao. One of the reasons, just before I even broke down film, one of the reasons I think Thurman is going to win is because Pacquiao inability to cut the ring off, inability to close distance. If Keith Thurman wanted just to outbacks Pacquiao for 12 rounds, I believe he can do it. I think the Josito Lopez fight, he was brushing off Russ, and Lopez got a longer reach. And Lopez dropped Madonna back in the day. So I wouldn't sleep on. I wouldn't. I don't. I don't think Lopez is a bad fighter. He fought Canelo. I think he beat Jesse Vargas, even though he got robbed. So at the end of the day, and if your thing is I'm mad at Keith Thurman for holding the division up and Keith Thurman going away and this and that, I feel people, but it's not like Manny Pacquiao gonna fight him. Pacquiao is not going to fight Keith Thurman. I mean Errol Spence neither. Manny Pacquiao's not gonna fight Terrence Crawford. He not gonna fight Errol Spence. He only fighting Keith Thurman. He sat there and fucking lied too. I'm gonna do a video on that. He sat there and lied and said, I think I seen this. Don't quote me on this. And said he didn't watch the Lopez fight. Bullshit. They fought Keith Thurman because of the Lopez fight. So at the end of the day, I think Keith Thurman is just too young, too fast, too confident, and he's just a better fighter at this point. Pacquiao, 40-some years old. He don't have a catch weight in this fight. I don't know if they got a rehydration clause in this fight. I haven't heard nothing about that shit. If the shackles off Keith Thurman and ain't no catch weight to save Pacquiao, he getting beat. He just ain't good in it. The way how bad he looked versus Adrian Broner, and maybe that was him shaking the rust off. But I still don't get the Jeff Horn fight out of my head, and I still don't. He hasn't beat a rhythmic black fighter before. Not without a catch weight. Coffee's Universe. Salute. Thurman, a.k.a. El DeBarge, need to man up and take his ass whooping from Bud. Either or. Bud or Errol Spence. I'm pro both of them getting that fight. Jay, why you live stream on Hangouts and not YouTube? I do. Well, Hangouts going away. So I'll be doing either slobs or I'm going back. I can't remember what I did before. I just forget the name. But shout out to Coffee's Universe for the super chat. But Hangouts just more convenient, really. Because if I wanted to, I can invite people on. And used to can do a lot of shit. Used to have sound effects and used to can put hats on your head and shit. You can see they was slowly taking away Google Hangouts. You could just see that shit coming. But Google Hangouts used to offer a lot more, man. And also, you also can if I wanted to, I can make this private and I can do a video and I can just invite, let's say, Dr. Blick on. We can chop it up private. I can break the audio down, and I can put a picture up, and I can use our conversation and put it as a boxing talk, or I can turn it into a podcast. Whereas with YouTube, you probably can do that, but just Google Hangouts is more convenient, to be honest. But it's going away. August 1st is gone. But just Keith Thurman is just young. He seemed to be hungry, but I think, like I said before, it's just what I seen on tape. I mean, come on, Jeff Horn beat Pacquiao. He shouldn't even be competitive. And I know Jeff Horn and Pacquiao don't. I mean, Jeff Horn and Thurman have two different type of styles. And I think Jeff Horn probably got a better jaw than Keith Thurman because he took some good punches from Randall Bailey. And Bailey, pound for pound, one of the hardest hitting welterweights I've ever seen. Corey Lee, salute. For real. He is. Randall Bailey, one of the hard pound for pound. He doing bare knuckles. But name me a black fighter that Pacquiao beat in his prime. All the fighters that Pacquiao beat that are prevalent have been Hispanic fighters too, or Drain McGill Cotto, or a Drain or old Shane Mosley, or a Drain Margarito, or a Drain Oscar De La Hoya. Who else he done fought? Or David Diaz, or he beat a Eric Morales. And no disrespect to a lot of those fighters are great fighters, and they reach heights that Keith Thurman having, but he hasn't beat the rhythmic Asiatic black man. He hasn't. He hasn't beat that type of person before. He's avoided those rhythmic black fighters. Focus Film, salute. Skills for New Orleans. Shout out to the 504. You heard me? What up, Wardy? I fuck with that got took up too. I don't care, man. I'm support Master P. Oh, Randall Bailey. We were talking about that shit the other day, me and my boy. About when Randall Bailey knocked Mike Jones into fucking to nothing. I don't know. He probably working at Walmart or some shit now. Mike Jones was like a 6'1", 6'2", or something like that, welterweight. And Randall Bailey, it was for the vacant IBF, and then Alexander took the IBF off of him. He said Thurman is a front runner. Might he gonna gas out. When has Keith Thurman ever gassed out to the point where he didn't win? I understand Pacquiao might be on the orange, but when have Keith Thurman ever gassed out when he couldn't, to the point where he couldn't win? He might put it on cruise control, Maserati Rick. He might put it on cruise control, but when he fought Sean Porter, he fought all 12. That's all I'm saying. You know, when he fought Sean Porter, he fought all 12 because Sean Porter made him. Is Pacquiao gonna cut the ring off and close the distance on Thurman like Sean Porter did? I don't think so. So when people, say, "Oh, he gonna gas out," like when is Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman, yeah, he put on cruise control. Keith Thurman want to get up on you by 3 or 4 points, knock you down. He want to go up 6-1, 4-1, 5-1, 5, whatever it is, 5-2 with a knockdown, whatever situation is. He want to get up like that, and then he want to just cruise on the back end. But if he have to, Diego Chavez, he fought all the way to that knockout. He dug deep. Sean Porter, he fought Sean Porter for 12 rounds. So at the end of the day, is Pacquiao even going to be able to catch up to him and make him fight for 12 rounds? Because to do that, Pacquiao going to have to make Thurman come to him. And and unless he dropped Thurman or he up by extreme amount of points, that ain't going to happen. So can Pacquiao cut the ring off, close the distance on Keith Thurman and make Thurman fight? No, he can't. He couldn't even cut the ring off on Adrian Broner. He got lead feet. And that's just shit you just take into consideration. To make Keith Thurman fight for 12 rounds, you got to do what Guerrero did. Guerrero took Keith Thurman best shots. He walked down Keith Thurman street, took Keith Thurman hardest shots, hit the canvas, I believe, once. Looked like he didn't want to get up. He took a lot of shots to come in Keith Thurman front door. And you know what? He gave him a run for his money down the stretch. Luis Collazo, he hit Thurman with that body shot. He's a southpaw. He slowed Keith Thurman down. They saved his ass because he was on his way to going to. He was going his way to see his maker. So Pacquiao is gonna have to use body work, counter punching and body work. Early on, it's gonna be counter punching, and I say counter punching with a body shot. Fuck that head shit. Solar plex, gut, rib cage, liver shot, right there. And then when he get aggressive again, then you drop that left hand on his head and put him out. He think a body shot coming. That's how you handle that. But he been pro how long? Since 95, and he still don't know how to cut the ring off? And I understand Keith Thurman ain't no Mayweather. Keith Thurman gonna give him more opportunity to get a knockout because Keith Thurman offensive. But we'll see. Telling you it's gonna be left hook, right hand, uppercut. That's what he gonna try to get him with them 3 punches. I think I said he gonna get him with a right hook, left hook. Town, we was talking a few weeks ago. He said he gonna get him with an uppercut. So we'll see. And don't rule out what if Keith Thurman get injured and he retired. Don't rule that out neither. He said Pac win. That's what Mikey Garcia waiting on. That's a good point. I think that's what Danny Garcia waiting on too. But yeah, y'all got any questions? I'll open the questions up. How he gonna run through Darrell, bro? Who running through Darrell? Benavidez needs to beat Anthony Darrell first. Yeah, he ain't gonna run through Darrell. It'll be a dogfight for the first 5-6 rounds, and I think he'll separate himself. If Anthony get on his toes and box, he and then mix in his hold his position and mix in his aggressive, he'll do. But like I said before, David Benavidez struggled with Ronald Garville the first fight. Then he hired Alex Ariza, and then he became Super David Benavidez. And then he got popped for adverse cocaine test. Now, you can string the tea leaves together. You can put all that shit together if you want to. That's on you. Who does the winner call out after the fight? I think they non-committal. They'll be asked about Errol Spence, and I thought they might promote there. I'm gonna talk to Al Heyman, and if Al Heyman offers me enough money to fight Errol Spence, I ain't scared of Errol Spence. I told EJ back in 1994 that I was gonna see him. And then you ain't gonna hear from that nigga until the middle of 2020. Pacquiao, you gonna see that nigga up there. I thought they might promote her, and I'm going to fight Amir Khan in Dubai. And I get the $15-20 million to fight Amir Khan in Dubai, and then Becky, I'll be back next year. Who you got? You Figueroa by robbery. Figueroa about robbery. I was asking about Benavidez and Canelo. That may not happen. That ain't gonna happen. I don't think so. Benavidez just walk around at 300 pounds, and he gonna get better with his foot movement. That ain't gonna happen. Jose Benavidez and Luis Collazo off too. I mean to say that shit off. Jose Benavidez leg got messed up. It's minor. He gotta take 60 days. He'll resume training in 60 days. So shout out to Jose Benavidez, man. Hopefully he get better, man, and that fight off. But it is what it is. Canelo need to fight. I think Canelo. I heard Canelo might take some. I heard. Well, yeah, he told Lazy Amigo said Canelo might take some time off. He got 2 bad knees, so I got a lot of shit about the zone that I can't say. You know what I'm saying? That's something I promised I wouldn't talk about the zone. So to keep getting information, sometimes when shit need to be quiet, it need to be quiet. So it's a lot going on at the zone, behind the scenes, man. So, but they got some good shit that's coming. So all that, the zone dying shit and all that. But something else I was about. Oh, the World Boxing Super Series tournament for y'all. Keep asking questions, I get to them. The World Boxing Super Series D King 007 salute. The World Boxing Super Series tournament. These motherfuckers, man. Excuse my French. These motherfuckers. No, not Mikey going to the zone. I ain't heard shit about Mikey other than that Danny Garcia shit off. This nigga, man. What I just say, man? You fucked me up, man. I'm gonna talk about Chisora tomorrow. I'm gonna do some film work. Me and Miles gonna stay up and do some boxing film work tonight, man. And also, I got to work on my new presentation because when my girl and my daughter come back, I ain't gonna have no time. I'm probably gonna see Lion King tomorrow. I'm gonna go see Spider-Man, and then when they come back Sunday, I'm gonna see Lion King with them. But me and Miles do some film work, and I work on my new setup since they killing Google Hangouts. So, but the World Box Super Series tournament. Yeah, keep asking questions coming. They splitting up the 3 finals. So Nuyuwa Donir gonna have his own final date. Taylor and Regis gonna have their own final date. That could be in October. I think Donir and Nuyuwa gonna be in November. And Dr. Toast and whoever Breeder's gonna be in December. Are you freaking kidding me, bro? Are they freaking kidding? They might as well put them 3 fight cards in LA and just make it a big LA event. They must don't have no money. They might as well put that event in LA or New York or some shit like that. That's terrible. They splitting all 3 up. Spilka will upset Chisora, possibly depending on what he got left. I thought John Molina Jr. beat Figueroa. Oh, yeah, I think that was debatable. That could have went either way. I thought John. I don't know who I thought when I watched that. I was on that Santa Cruz Microsoft Center card. Rumor has it Dana White company want to run the zone. Could. All right, Dana White might work with PBC. Maybe they shopping themselves around. But Dana White got to understand it's different in boxing, bro. The zone has a leaking their shit. No, I won't say leaking their shit. I say they got problems. Angel Garcia said that. Salute from down under. Shout out to Australia. I get to Australia. Give me a kangaroo. I want me a kangaroo. He probably kicked the shit out of my ass. Pacquiao and Spence want to take those hits from Thurman like Porter did. Pacquiao and Spence won't take those hits from Thurman like Porter did. Pacquiao at this age damn sure wasn't. Errol Spence. That's another thing about Errol Spence, man. People talk about Terrence Crawford getting hit by Gamboa. And Gamboa, he got a lot of speed and he good fighter. He's a blown up lightweight, but y'all keep asking questions already now. I'll just finish off on the Errol Spence shit. But well, I mean, Errol Spence got hit once versus the whole boy, and he hurt him. So Errol Spence question is that's why I say Errol Spence is still. It's a lot of question marks still there. What do you do for a living, and do you have a degree? What I do for a living? Shh. Drive a high low, nigga. I used to be a management, but shit, fuck that. I said you can have this sit back. I do go back to be a regular employee. I go back to being a regular employee. No, I don't have no degree. I got some certifications, but no, I didn't finish. I go back to being a fucking She's a look. I was like, no, deal with this bullshit from these niggas. You know, this nigga late, this nigga late, this nigga late. Or you got a flat tire. Or I dropped this shit off the truck, and I got to write an incident report. Fuck that. Had that management shit back. Fuck that. It was cool because I can duck off and do other shit, but man, oh, you know, yeah, he ran into this, and you got to send him to do a drug test. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not doing nothing, motherfucker. I'm not doing none of that shit. I said, kiss my black ass. You know, if I can't run the company, I don't want to be no type of fucking management. 20, 25, 30. I'd rather be a regular working motherfucker. Because I can always go with my pops and put niggas something in and make a couple bucks. Or I can go back, put dishwashers, install cabinets and shit, or put water lines in and get my bread up. So the jacket try to pay nigga walls, get my bread up. So it's a lot of different shit that I can do. I didn't been fortunate enough to have people in my life that show me how to do certain things, man. So I ain't by trade, I ain't good with my hands. I had to really work at that shit. So, you know, dishwashers, water lines, installing, you know, cabinets and, flooring and, doing basic shit on the car, alternator, brakes, oil change, starters. I either put a motor in a tractor, transient, excuse me, in a tractor. So yeah, yeah. So I was fortunate enough to be able to do shit, some shit to make a few extra dollars. Working 9 to 5, that's just to pay the bills. But fuck that other shit, man. I mean, that other shit is where you get that bread at, man. And where Uncle Sam can't touch it. It should good for, but Pacquiao want to get close to get I can't say it should be good. I think he said, but Pacquiao won't get close to hit Thurman guts. The movement is too much. If one, yeah, he will. He get close. When Thurman get aggressive, Thurman gonna be aggressive as he always is from round 1 to 4 or 5. And Pacquiao have his opportunity to hit him in the stomach. Pacquiao might headhunt though, but Pacquiao put that work to the body. You win. Sell the zone discounts. They got that. They took that shit off, didn't they? Just told you I drive a high low. Appreciate the super chat. A regular high low truck driver nigga. He said, "You think if Pac? Hold on. Yeah, because Thurman gonna be aggressive early. So to be aggressive, he got to sit down on his shots. Will straight punches through the guard on the chin affect Errol Spence or looping shots around the guard and small ear? Errol Spence is kind of good at rolling shots coming out the high guard, the peekaboo style. So really, really a nigga like Errol Spence, you got to dress him up. You know what I'm saying? You got to, 2, 3 shots, 4 shots at a time, work up and down. I think the stick, jab is really, really critical versus him and taking his jab away. To try to counter Errol Spence that'd be tough. It's not impossible, but when he throw, he a very accurate puncher. Errol Spence don't waste no punches. So a dude that stay in that high guard like that, either if you good enough, you can time him and throw him between his shots, and usually it's 1, 2, maybe 3 shots, unless he really got you killed. Or you put him on the back foot. You try to put him on the back foot because he could box a little bit, and you throw 2 or 3, 4, 5 shots at a time, and you set him up. Left hook, right hook, or left hook or right hook, or both of them to try to catch his attention. And dudes out the high guard, then you split the middle with the uppercut. You can work up and down. You can drop the jab to the body, come over the top. So dudes like Errol Spence that use that high guard defense, you throw. Really it's about taking his jab away to start off, but it's combination shots, working up and down, throwing 2 or 3 shots at a time. Dressing them up. That's kind of how Shane Mosley beat Floyd Mayweather. Now he kind of hurt he hurt Mayweather. He dressed him up. He set him up. He threw a shot. He threw a throwaway. I think he threw 2 punches. He jabbed he jabbed to the stomach. He feinted, jabbed to the stomach. He caught Mayweather trying to defend the jab, and I think Mayweather thought he was gonna jab and do something else, and Mayweather's hands came down trying to defend the jab, and Shane came over the top. So dudes like that, They got real tight defense, and Errol do got underrated defense. It's real tight. You gotta set them up. You gotta set them up, or wait till we open up and counter them. Either one or two. Either one or two. But you don't know how good his chin is. A lot of these dudes, you don't know how good their chin is, man. Heath Thurman got a questionable chin, but it ain't to the point where I don't know how good your chin is because your defense so good. No, I don't know how good your chin is because you ain't fought no fucking body. I was watching. I don't know who was watching Showtime last night, but I was watching Kendall Holt and Timothy Bradley. Wow, that was a good fight. And if you didn't know Timothy Bradley had a chin, the Kendall Holt fight showed it. Holt hit that nigga with a cold ass 2 or 3 piece, and Bradley got off the canvas and whooped his ass. That fight happened in 2009. Like you asking question. He fought Kendall Holt in a unification bout at 140. He was the WBC champion or title holder. Kendall Holt was the WBC champion title holder, WBO. And I remember watching that fight. That fight happened 10 fucking years ago. And Tim Bradley was my guy. As a fighter, I remember he came and fought Devin Alexander here. I couldn't make it to the Silverdome, whatever reason it was. And he fought Alex. It was a nasty fight. And Tim Bradley was still rocking Detroit shit, Michigan shit. And Tommy Hearns was teaching him how to throw the left hook and turn it over. Like like a lot of people say, "Oh, Timothy Bradley, a raccoon," or he's selling himself out to ESPN, and that could be true. Maybe he got to feed his family or whatever it may be. But Timothy Bradley, the fighter, he was the Holyfield of lower weight classes. Timothy Bradley, the fighter, is probably one of my favorite fighters of all time. Real talk, real talk. Timothy Bradley wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the quickest, he wasn't the strongest, he wasn't the best boxer. I'm talking about the fighter. Timothy Bradley had a lot of heart. Timothy Bradley, he would headbutt you just like Holyfield, but him and Holyfield was all heart. They was always both in good shape. They both were strong, volume punchers, and for the most part, and Timothy Bradley was the last of a dying breed. Real talk, I'm gonna tell you who was the last of a dying breed. Morales going into this decade, I think he fought Danny. When did he fight Danny? I'm gonna tell you the last of a dying breed. Might just send me some. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you exactly when he fought, because I remember he fought Eric Morales in Houston. I think it was. That's when boxing still was good. All right, he fought Eric Morales in 2012. He fought Eric Morales in 2012. But let me see when Eric Morales fought. Eric Morales fought. He fought Madonna 11. So Eric Morales, yeah. Eric Morales, Timothy Bradley, Amir Khan, Madonna, Paul Williams, Marcachito, Cotto, Zab, Spinks. A lot of them was the last of a dying breed. They wasn't about that bread. They fought everybody. Lamont Peterson, Brandon Rios was another guy that was fought a lot of different tough guys down in the lower weight classes. That era fighter, that was the indication of the end of an era. Even though a lot of those fighters spilled into this decade, they was the end of a generation. Like these new niggas, Ronald Gomez salute. These new niggas, man. I remember, man, Kendall Hart and Timothy. Go watch that fight. That first round was crazy, man. Battle rifle salute. Who wins, Mike McCullum or Andrade? Mike McCullum right now. Andrade ain't fought nobody on that level. Close. You think Loma will shut Teofimo Lopez up if they ever fight? Yeah. Yeah. If they fight in the near future, I've been said that. Pavatnikov was a throwback fighter. Matisse, he fought some guys. He fought a murderous road. They ended Al Heyman fucked Matisse career up. He had that nigga after Danny fought. He fought Roberto Ortiz. He had a high knockout ratio. John Molina, high knockout ratio. Pavatnikov, high knockout ratio. They fucked that nigga career up. Timothy Bradley ducked Thurman and Khan. He didn't duck Thurman. He ducked Amir Khan though for sure. He ducked Amir Khan for sure. He didn't duck no Keith Thurman. He ain't ducked no Keith Thurman. He ducked him. He ducked Amir Khan for sure, for sure. He ducked Amir Khan for sure. I know Amir Khan called him a bitch to his face. He ducked him for sure. But Keith Thurman, he ain't duck him. He might have beat Keith Thurman too, to be real. Real shit, he might have beat Keith Thurman. He did say he didn't want to fight no PBC guys, but at that point, like, really, his resume is still perhaps better than every nigga on PBC not named Pacquiao. Real talk. Timothy Bradley, people laugh, but Timothy Bradley, a Hall of Famer. He said Damian Lillard, the real one in the NBA. A real one left, and he considered a lame now. It's like if you don't wear a purse today, you considered a lame if you don't wear one. I'm gonna do an NBA stream, man. Give me a minute, man. I'll do one tomorrow. But yeah, I got any more questions, but yeah, man. At the end of the day, a lot of these niggas take that money and turn raccoon. A lot of them niggas take that money and look at the niggas that's on television. You know what I'm saying? Either you feed your family if you fucked your money up in the sport, or you do what they say do. A lot of them niggas do that shit. I ain't condoning it. I ain't condemning it. But a lot of these dudes get to ESPN. Look at ESPN, bro. Look at when Stephen A. Smith started talking that activist shit, and they fired him and brought him back, and he started telling, I don't think Josh, what's the old boy Josh Allen for the Bills? I don't think he wrong for using the N word in his past, and he started bootlicking. And guess what? He became the highest TV personality on TV in sports. $9 million a year. Nobody else was getting that. Not even Skip Bayless, I heard. So he started buck dancing. He got to feed his family. And I was listening to Corey Holcomb. He did a show, I think it was last week. And he said, I seen the best of them fall. He said, I seen the strongest black activists. I seen them cut a check so big and they sell out their community. When they cut you that check, It's cool talking from the other side. It's cool when you're on the other side. When you, but they say, hey man, blah say blah, Sean, come in here, man. We like what you're doing on YouTube and blah say blah and yik yak, yik and packy, nick and back, patty whack. You know what? Hey, we want you to come here and do this show on ESPN with us, but we need you to kind of tone it down and blah say blah. You like, hell no, fuck that. They said, oh, he gonna check. Will 10 million be enough? Oh man, I ain't selling my soul for 10 million. Sean like, hell no, nigga, I go back to working at the plant and just doing YouTube. And they said, well, we added another zero to it. Talking about 10 million to $100 million? Shut up. You talking about $100 million? Shit, come on. $100 million plus you getting paid. Like at the end of the day, shit. They give you $100 million tax free. Nigga, you done became Al Sharpton and Farrakhan of them niggas. You're stinking, sir. It take a strong individual to turn that money down. Corey Holcomb said it last week on this YouTube. Shout out Corey Holcomb on YouTube. He said, I done seen the strongest of them fail. He said, oh man, not you. The strongest of them fail. If you say not 100, $250 million, $250 billion, they cut you a check for a problem. And if you don't take the money, guess what? Then they gonna destroy you. Oh, back in the day, Sean touched me. We was in the 3rd grade. Sean touched my booty, and I want to press charges on Sean. And they gonna destroy you. It take a strong, special type of person not to take that check. I love the Corey Holcomb show, bro. Whatever they call it, I love it. Shout out to Get on Mike. I love it. I think you don't really hear a lot of Eddie Murphy coming out here saying that y'all need to stop wearing dresses. Man, please. Eddie Murphy sending enough money to stop the whole shit. But when they cut you that check, Ryan Hollins, y'all yelling at him, but he hollering to the bank. They didn't cut him that check to sell himself out on that TV. It take a special type of individual, not the 5150 show. Shout out to them, yup. It take a special individual to turn down all that money. It take a special individual. What Nas tell you? He said, I used to love you, you my brother, but you sold your soul for riches. That's what he told Jay-Z. That's what he told Jay. He said, I love you. You was like my brother. but you sold your soul for your riches. See, Nas might not be the most popular rapper of all time, though, but he got a lot of gems in there, bruh. What'd he say? He said something like, "When I walk out my door, um, I don't know what protection is better, God or guns. I'm still trying to struggle to pick one or some shit like on no ideas." Like the nigga just deep. Like if you ain't really into like really listening to lyrics, you just like to go to the club and listen to the beat and listen to the song and you know what I'm saying? You like you know what I'm saying? Like kind of like Renegade and people say, oh Eminem, it's like a flash in the pan. You know what I'm saying? You know, him and Logic. When they hit you with oh shit. But if you really listen to Jay-Z, Jay-Z was talking to Eminem to his audience. When you really break it down, Jay-Z message was deeper than his. But Nas ain't the type of nigga that's gonna get the recognition because he never crossed over. You know what I'm saying? He never crossed over. He just, he was just a nigga. You know, he just was what he was, and people might not have him in their top five and say, oh, this guy better than him. But us real hip hop heads know if Nas really wanted to continue, it was written route where you can hey Uchiwa. If he really wanted to continue the ignorant shit where he took that to another level and he could have been bigger than Jay-Z. If Nas wanted to be too Nas could be one of the shit, probably the greatest rapper of all time, but you know what I'm saying? He didn't want it. He didn't want to cross over and like it or not, Jay-Z, he crossed over. Not to the point where no Michael Jackson pop shit or shit of that nature, but it's all in the eye of the beholders. He said, "Would you be surprised if the fight ended in controversy, regardless of winner?" No, boxing don't surprise me no more. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. He didn't. He didn't sell himself out, man. A lot of guys, man. Jadakiss could have been bigger than what he is, but he stayed doing his thing. Benny Siegel was another nigga, man. They stayed to their roots. Now these new young rappers, they taking the bag. They pulling their pants down and they putting purses on, and that's that shit real, bro. About that whole little ritual they do. I ain't gonna speak on it on here, but that's real. I talked to a few people, man, that got ties from behind the scenes, man. I ain't saying that every rapper entertainer do it, but that's real shit. And it is some people that say no. I heard about some people that say no, I can't. I ain't doing that. That's why you see niggas like Currency, like you know what? Nah, I don't want it that bad. I'm gonna stay underground. You know what I'm saying? That's why you see guys like Big Crit say, you know what? I'm gonna stay underground. You know what I'm saying? Like I was with Def Jam, I don't want it that bad. I'm just gonna, you know what I'm saying, David Banner, and I'm gonna just go back to underground. You see niggas put their head. Lupe Fiasco gets no respect. He one of the most disrespected top lyricists I've ever seen. I niggas was hating him since I was in the ninth grade, bro. And I like Lupe, man. Food and Liquor and the first few albums, but he considered a lame. What's so funny is they considered a nigga lame. I remember arguing with a nigga about the song Kick Push. And oh, what the fuck is a kick push? And he lame and all he do is talk about lame old stuff and African King salute. He a lame and blase blah and now you got guys wearing purses. You got people, wearing dresses, wearing, women lingerie, wearing fanny packs. But where's these same people that tried to say Lupe was lame for talking about a different aspect of life? Where those same people at? You want to be big, they gotta dip you in blood. You ain't lying, bro. They gonna dip you in blood money. Guess what? But as soon as you decide that you want out or you don't want to go left when they say go left, you want to go right, you end up like Bill. You end up like Bill Cosby. Shut up. Nigga, I crying. I left the light on for the nigga. You end up They end up slandering your name. You know who the very same people. You know who the very same people who get the rope and put your head in the rope and pull you down like like they did R. Kelly. You know the very same people. All they do is throw the information. They throw the rope out there. They throw R. Kelly out there, right? They ain't necessarily gotta take R. Kelly, put his head in there and hang him. You know who gonna do that for him? They ain't necessarily gotta throw Usher out there when Usher don't want to do what they want to say do, and put Usher up there and put Usher up there. They you know who do that? People that look like Usher, the black people. The black people are the main people on there. You don't really notice a lot of white people on them threads saying nothing about R. Kelly or about the Usher situation or about Bill Cosby. It's 90% black people that do it to their own people. They put a story out there. They put a narrative out there, no matter how stupid it is. Oh, Bill Cosby touched me in 1967 at the movie recording with Sidney Poitier or some shit like that. And no matter how stupid the story sounds, black people take it, run with it. Here go a rope. Here go a tree. You'll know it. You'll know it when you need to use it. You'll know it when you need to use it. And they go Bill. You just come out there in the morning, Bill out there. And what black people do? Oh, I know you did it, Bill. I know it was 80 years ago. But guess what? They didn't understand what it would manifest into. That was just because Bill Cosby didn't want to do what they said do. That was just okay. But it was never supposed to manifest to the Me Too movement. It was never supposed to manifest into that. It wasn't supposed to reach Kevin Spacey or Harvey Weinstein. It was never supposed to reach that. It was never supposed to reach that. That was supposed to be a temporary thing, and then all of a sudden, the females ran with it. It was a new. You notice when I asked you, if you got some box questions, I asked them. Would you ever notice in life when one door closed, another door open? Check that out. They started a computer, right? Right. They got email, right? They got email, right? It ain't even about taking the thing. They ain't even take the pie. That's all. That a lot of that shit is lies. They didn't take the pie. At least Bill Cosby didn't take the pie. You ain't do that shit. Because if they took the pie, then you go ahead, you file a police report the next day, or if you're scared the next week, maybe the next year, you don't wait 40, 50 years to file. It wasn't about that. The pie they took was money. But when one door open, one door closed, one door open, the email came in. Now, really, you don't even need your mail carrier no more. You don't need a mail carrier no more. After a while, that job is probably going to be extinct. You pay your bills online. You pay them through apps. You get your messages online. Now, people really don't send letters like that. People don't really get stamps like that. So really, when you close one door, when you open one door, you close another. You close the door, you open another door. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to take abortions out the game, right? Remember, females just say, "I'm pregnant. I'm gonna get rid of it. Give me $400, $500, $600, $1,000," and she won't even be pregnant. But D-boy break her off, or the working man, or it's my last 1,000 I had. He break her off. That's a hustle. Now that hustle died, and then child support has already been there, so you can't get child support unless you got a child. So when that hustle, when the abortion hustle was starting to close, they trying to abolish that. Now what's the new hustle? They didn't think women was gonna take the Me Too movement and run off with it. That was just something to get Bill Cosby out the way. That was something about, okay, bam. But then it kind of like crack and or meth. Remember, crack reached the black neighborhoods. It destroyed the black neighborhoods, but then it reached out to some white people too. You know what I'm saying? Meth is all in the white neighborhood shit too. Molly and all that shit. So they miscalculated. That whole movement. They created that movement just to get Bill Cosby and be done with it. But females said, damn, If she did it, I can get money from him. I can extort him. I can bring, and it just manifests into a new hustle for the female. And with all the hustles females got and all the support they got, like, they don't even need to do that. They don't even need to do that no more. You got DHS, Section 8. Women got $8 rent. They get food assistance. They get child support. Like, really, all they got to do is work 30, maybe 40 hours to live a solid lifestyle. You own a energy bill, protected, but your bill ain't no more than $100, $200, and really, you got all this help out here. And as a man, even though you start behind the curve, you don't get that help because ain't nobody helping a homeless nigga. They're not giving you no insurance and no nothing. But what you do learn is a value of $1. I was talking about that yesterday. As a man, you learn the value of $1 because ain't nobody helping you. Ain't nobody helping you. If anything, your mama and your daddy throwing you out on the streets. So you learn how to get it one way or another. The survival of the fittest. It's survival of the fittest. You learn how to get it regardless. You learn how to make money without Uncle Sam. You learn how to get a job, work 3 or 4 jobs, and you learn how to manage money. Female, there's always existence for her. So of course she think money come and go. You got females out here that's getting 100,000s, millions in child support from rappers, actors, entertainers. And when the kid turn 18, they get an extension 1 more year, and then they broke out on the street. All that money they getting all them years, they broke out on the street. Females do not know how to. Your average female out here don't know how to manage money. They don't. They don't. They don't know how to manage because they never had to. It's always been Section 8, bridge card, baby daddy. Nigga, I'm messing with to pay my bills. My mama give me a couple dollars. I got brothers, I got It's always been help. They, I need, little Tisha going to school. I need some shoes, or she busted open for some school clothes money. It's always that worst case scenario. I start selling the Uchi Wally Wally, and I get my bread that way. I get on the corner or whatever. It's always worst case scenario. For a man, what you doing? You got to get it. You learn from you. Shut up. You learn from an early age as a man how to manage your money. Ain't nobody helping you. Ain't nobody helping. Ain't nobody helping. Especially black. Ain't nobody helping you. Your own people won't help you. Your own man's got a good job. Won't even pull you in. So you learn how to survive on your own, and that's how men are able to stack and manage their money because they don't have that support. But women are always gonna have that support, bro. They always gonna have it. Us men, the average one, in our 20s, we know what it is to survive. We know what it is to survive, bro. We know how to manage money because we had to. But with females, they got so many hustles in the game. They could cry, they complain about equality with men, and I didn't work with females, man. Oh, we can do what the men do. Pick up that 80-pound fucking box, then. Roger, I know I cussed you out last Thursday. Could you pick up the 80-pound box, Roger? And then you do it for her, and then she able to stank attitude, and she crazy. It's crazy. So really, when we get old, man, it's gonna be bad out here for our kids and grandkids for sure, for sure. It's gonna be super bad. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. It's just the way it is. Females can see every disadvantage they got compared to men, but they can't see all the advantages they got. We got a ton of disadvantages, bro. Your girl cheat on you, y'all married. Your wife cheat on you, you go to court. You paying that chick. You paying alimony. She took your house. She took your BMW. You paying child support. Like, you lost and you ain't do shit wrong. Do you believe gender wage gap is real? No. It probably is. I don't really give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I don't. They got all these advantages as women. All these advantages they got. We ain't got no advantage. Ain't nobody helping us, men, white, black, or anybody helping us. You go to child support judge, your girl can be a crackhead, 7 felonies. She come in there high to court, and they still gonna give your child to her. You could have a great background. You could live in a great house, nanny. You remarry. You clean cut. You ain't got no record. Oh nah. You ordered to pay. I done seen dudes get like Matt Barnes. He got custody of his kids and still paying his wife child support. The system is designed against men. It is. And then you wonder why you got situations like Ray Caruth. You feel what I'm saying? He crazy. He crazy. You notice how women always say he crazy. He crazy. Why? Why nobody ever ask women why did he go upside your head or why is he trying to do this or why are you single? Why did he leave you? Why nobody ever asked them why? They ain't never did nothing wrong. Never. And when they get caught doing something wrong, their defense mechanism is crying. They break down and cry. They break down and cry. But I worked in the DHS office for a minute when I was in school. You know, I seen a girl come in with her baby crying. I seen a homeless man come here, I think. Right? I seen a homeless man. He came in, filled out, said, I ain't got nothing to eat. You think they gave him a bridge card, anything? Nope. Girl came in hour before, within an hour. I think we was about to close like 30 minutes. They made us stay there. They gave her a emergency bridge card with hundreds of dollars on there, and she came and got food for her kid. I'm telling you, I didn't seen it firsthand. He said, "How you dismantle nations, destroy the men, and control the women." Exactly. What you think? What you think? Your Christian church is your Baptist church is. Your average man can see it, kind. Real talk. Your average man can see a con from, especially somebody that been from the street, and especially dudes you went to school with. They can see that con. They can see that con. And what's so crazy, about it is they don't never ask, oh wow, what did you do wrong? It ain't never that from a woman. What did you do wrong? You know, what did you do wrong in a relationship? He, I did gain some weight. Bitch, you was 152 pounds when I met you. Now you're 275 pounds. I worked. I paid all the bills. You sat at home. You didn't cook. You didn't clean. The kids don't know how to read. You didn't do nothing. You didn't go to school to better yourself. You sat at home, got fat, spent all the money, didn't save no money, and then you want to cry when I want a divorce. That shit crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's always the men fault. Yeah, I met one woman I work with. I worked at a plant, and she done had no kids. And I didn't understand it. She was older. Like she was older. She was in 50s, 60s maybe. And I didn't. I said she was a nice look. She was, when you could look at her, she was younger. You're like, she was a nice looking lady, beautiful lady. Wasn't weird, cool, and I never understood why she didn't have kids and why she didn't start a family. And I seen males like that too. I never understood why certain men they kept to themselves. They probably was married, or you have family members that they just keep to themselves. They might have kids and stuff didn't work out, and they keep to themselves. But you know what I notice about people like that? They keep to themselves. They got nice cars, they got nice homes, they clean, they don't be stressing, and that shit crazy. Shit crazy though, but that's just the game. That's just the game. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, no matter good points you make, you know what I'm saying? You always gonna be in the wrong. So if you always gonna be in the wrong, why not be in the wrong? If that makes sense, if you always gonna be wrong, why not be wrong? Even if you right, you still wrong. And I think I was talking to one of the guys. I was talking to one of the guys, whatever, and I think he ended up leaving his wife. This fucked up. All right, man. So I was talking to him and shit, and I made a comment, and I can say it on here, but I'm not gonna say it. I made a comment to him. But I think when I made the comment to him, I think I opened another door in his universe. I did. I think I opened his mind up, right, to some new shit. And I know, we talked again a couple weeks later, talked again, and eventually he separated from his wife. He separated from his wife, and I guess they getting divorced. And he said he just tired of shit. But I think I did say something that opened his mind up to I put him on game about some shit, and it is what it is. I opened his mind up to some shit, man. And I hope I'm not responsible for it, but it was just some real shit that I shared with him. You know what I'm saying? I told him, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying a little bit. I said, you ever notice, how the man always die before the woman, and the woman, you work all these hours, you bust your ass. I know motherfuckers that die with millions of dollars, 100,000, and you do all this working and bust your ass. You do what the Bible say do, or you do what society say do. Take care of your family, put food on the table. You do everything they tell you to do, but then you end up with Alzheimer's, or you end up dying first, or stress and shit like that. And I say, you ever notice that, man? They put so much stress in society, put so much on the men that you end up, this shit crazy. I think I opened it. I said some other shit, but it is what it is, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. I went on too long. Everybody on my other channel, I might go live, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I might go live on my other channel. So anybody out there on my other channel, check it out. Appreciate the love, support. Share the videos. We go.